As part of our Film Series 2021 under International Organizations and Reports, today we are looking at UNESCO's list of intangible cultural heritage. So what is the context? So very recently, Singapore's tradition of communal dining has been added to the UNESCO's intangible cultural heritage. So although this is from Singapore, we have to know that a lot of intangible cultural heritage from India is also in this list. So this is important for UPSC exam. So UNESCO, United Nations Educational Scientific Cultural Organization, is actually an organization whose scope is pretty wide. So firstly, it strives to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. So the Sustainable Development Goals are a list of 17 goals which the world has to achieve in order to leave a sustainable future for the coming generations. So in that case, sustainable development, we mean we are taking into concern the environment, and hence we have to leave a better planet for the coming generations, right? So also UNESCO develops educational tools so as to help humanity live in a world free of intolerance and hate. It do promote freedom of expression, and it stands up against killing of journalists. It also engages in advancing scientific programs and policies and platforms for cooperation and development. It works in preserving the cultural heritage of world's many cultures and also promotes the equal dignity of all cultures. So it is under this objective of UNESCO that we have this list. Alright, so what UNESCO tries to achieve is that every culture, from their perspective, every culture is important. No culture is superior to any other culture, and no culture is inferior to any other culture. Alright, so UNESCO is headquartered at Paris, and it has 193 members. And you have to remember this point that countries United States of America, Israel, and Liechtenstein is not part of UNESCO. So these two countries, United States of America and Israel, have pulled out of UNESCO because they think that UNESCO is biased when it comes to the Palestinian issue. So in that case, these countries have pulled out. But another point you need to remember is that Palestine, Niue and Cook Islands are three countries which are not part of the United Nations but is actually a part of UNESCO. So UNESCO is actually a specialized agency of UN. Okay. So as I said, UNESCO's ambit is pretty wide, and it is looking at matters like teachers training, science, promotion of media and press freedom, regional and cultural history, cultural diversity, natural and cultural heritage, and so on. It has a wide ambit. And also you need to know that UNESCO is a member of UNDP, and also India, our country India, is a founding member of one of the founding members of UNESCO. So let's see what this intangible cultural heritage is, right? So when we say culture is not just about monuments and the artifacts and all. It also includes the tradition, art forms, whatever we have, whatever traditions that we have taken from our ancestors and are passing on to our descendants. So it may include performing arts, oral traditions, social practices, ritual, festive events, knowledge and practices concerning nature, knowledge and skills to produce traditional crafts. All these things is included and is a part of culture. So what UNESCO aims to do is that to make awareness, to spread awareness of the importance of this culture. So UNESCO aims to ensure better protection of important intangible cultural heritage across the world. And as part of this, they are adding certain cultural practices into this list so that there is awareness about the importance of these practices. And the Intergovernmental Committee for Safeguarding of Intangible Cultural Heritage publishes the list. So let's see what are the intangible cultural heritages in India. So obviously we have yoga, that's very popular. Kumbh Mela, which happens like in a 12-year cycle, which happens in Nashik and all. And then you have Nowruz. Nowruz is actually the first day of the Iranian calendar. So it is practiced in multiple countries, and in India the Parsi people practice it and celebrate it. It's the first they celebrate it, and those people who are following Zoroastrian religion mostly celebrates this. And then we have Kutiyattam, which is a Sanskrit theatre. We have tradition of Vedic chanting, Ram Leela, Raman, Chow dance, which is from Odisha, and Kalbiriya from Rajasthan. We have Mudiyatu from Kerala, Buddhist chanting of Ladakh, Sankirtana, which is from Manipur, and a traditional utensil making tradition from brass and copper, which is from Punjab. So these are the important intangible cultural heritages from India, which is included in the list. So that's all about it. For more such videos, do subscribe to our YouTube channel and do check out our website www.believersis.com in order to avail free current affair materials and other UPSC updates that we often post, so that you can understand the approach that we take towards this exam. And also do follow us on our Instagram page, where we post a lot of updates and will be in touch with you guys. Thank you.